The sudden split between Juan Ayuso and UAE Emirates-XRG has stirred up quite a buzz, and it's about much more than just a contractual ending. Things between Ayuso and his team had been strained for a long while, but on Monday evening, the news broke that their professional relationship would officially end by the close of this year. This naturally sparked curiosity and debate. What does this mean for both Ayuso and UAE Emirates as the Vuelta a España unfolds? Especially since they're still competing while technically separated. Why exactly did Ayuso ride the Vuelta in the first place? Team manager Joxean Fernandez Matxin gave his perspective, but not everyone bought his explanation, notably ex-pro cyclist Tom Danielson, who sees the situation through a very different lens. To start, Ayuso's selection for the Vuelta was puzzling for many. For a long time, it was widely expected that Tadej Pogacar, the team's star, would be the one riding the Tour of Spain. Yet Matxin assured the sports outlet Marca that there had been continuous communication with Ayuso. He explained, "After the Giro d'Italia, Ayuso asked me if he could compete in the Vuelta. Initially, I didn't think it made much sense because at 22 years old, riding 2 Grand Tours in a season seemed excessive. However, not finishing the Tour de France changed the scenario." Matxin, 54, confirmed multiple discussions about the plans before and after the Tour de France, emphasizing that these decisions heavily depended on Pogacar's performance. He went on to say the team routinely reevaluates every lineup, considering who is ready to win now and who needs further development. Matxin referred to the so-called invisible riders, Novak, Oliveira, Grosschartner, as being equally vital to the team's success as the leaders. According to him, Pogacar and Ayuso actually complement each other well. But having 2 top contenders on the same roster for the same race can cause conflict. So if Pogacar had been slated for the Vuelta, Ayuso would have focused on other races like San Sebastian, Poland, Plouay, and Canada. Ultimately, after reviewing their schedules, the team decided that it was too much for Pogacar to handle both the Tour and the Vuelta. That led to a strategic reshuffle. Pogacar was assigned to Canada, while Ayuso took on the Vuelta, along with upcoming major events like the World Championships, European Championships, and Il Lombardia. Matxin stressed that the changes were natural and agreed upon by everyone involved, portraying a picture of thoughtful planning and mutual understanding. But here's where it gets controversial. Not everyone is convinced by Matxin's account. Former professional Tom Danielson offered a starkly contrasting interpretation on social media. He speculated that Ayuso's Vuelta participation was more a form of punishment than a carefully crafted plan. Danielson suggested that tensions had reached a breaking point following the Giro, which may have caused an internal conflict within the team. He believes Ayuso began exploring other team options and effectively shook up the situation, leading to an agreement to terminate his contract early. Danielson proposed that Ayuso might have mentally checked out for the season, especially if Pogacar was still expected to ride the Vuelta, which Pogacar later officially declined. According to Danielson, the team's decision to send Ayuso to the Vuelta was less about strategy and more about exposing his true attitude and commitment, something that became clear through Ayuso's behavior and results during the race. Another key point Danielson raised involves João Almeida's selection for the team. Pairing Ayuso with Almeida, especially when Almeida wasn't in his best shape, meant Ayuso's main role should have been supportive. Yet, Danielson claims Ayuso refused to assist, instead making a strong individual statement by winning a stage, an act that could be seen as defiance. Danielson concluded that this sequence of events effectively aired the team's internal issues publicly, culminating in the announcement of Ayuso's departure. This version of the story challenges the official narrative and raises thought-provoking questions. Was Ayuso's Vuelta ride truly about opportunity and workload management, or was it a deliberate move to sideline a troubled rider? Is this a sign of deeper fractures within the UAE Emirates team, revealing the harsh realities behind pro cycling's polished facade? Are team managers sometimes forced to use race selection as a subtle form of discipline or messaging? What do you think about this? Do you see Ayuso's Vuelta appearance as a strategic adjustment or something more punitive? And more broadly, how do you feel about the pressures young rising stars face in elite professional cycling? Feel free to share your opinions or experiences in the comments. This is a story that's still unfolding, and your voice matters in interpreting it.